Hi everyone, my name is Rupa and I'm currently pursuing BTech in Computer Science. Today I'm going to take you through some important JavaScript concepts that are essential for both beginners and advanced developers. We'll be covering JavaScript objects, JavaScript functions, the difference between var, let, and const, JavaScript modules. What are objects? Objects in JavaScript are data structures that allow you to store collections of key value pairs. Each key, also called a property, is associated with a value which can be any data type, including other objects or functions. Objects are fundamental to JavaScript and used to model real world entities and store structured data. Creating objects. You can create objects using object literals or using constructors. Object literals are the most common and convenient method. Accessing and modifying properties. Properties in an object can be accessed using dot notation, object.property, or bracket notation. You can add, update, or delete properties dynamically at any time. Nested objects. Objects can contain other objects as property values. These are called nested objects and are useful for representing complex data structures. Let us see about methods. When a function is stored as a property of an object, it's called a method. Methods can be used to define behavior related to the object. Let us see about the functions in JavaScript. What are functions? Functions are reusable blocks of code designed to perform specific tasks. They help in organizing and structuring code, improving readability, and reducing repetition. Functions can take inputs and return outputs. Function declarations define a function with a name and can be called before they are defined due to hoisting. Function expressions define a function and assign it to a variable. These are not hoisted like function declarations. Arrow functions are a shorter syntax introduced in ES6. They are useful for simple, concise function expressions and do not have their own this binding. The value of this refers to the object that is executing the current function in irregular functions. This refers to the object that calls the function. In arrow functions, this is lexically inherited from the surrounding context, which often leads to different behavior compared to regular functions. Let us see the difference between var, let, and const. Var declares a variable with function or global scope, can be redeclared and reassigned, hoisted to the top of its scope, and initialized with undefined. Let declares a variable with block scope, cannot be redeclared in the same scope but can be reassigned, hoisted but not initialized. Constant declares a block scope constant, cannot be redeclared or reassigned, must be initialized at the time of declaration. Although the variable itself is constant, if it's an object or array, its contents can still be modified. Scoping and hoisting. Var is function scoped and hoisted, while let and const are block scoped and hoisted but not initialized. This leads to different behaviors when accessing variables before declaration. JavaScript modules. What are modules? Modules are files that contain reusable code. They allow developers to split JavaScript code into separate files and import only what they need. This leads to cleaner, more maintainable code bases and avoids polluting the global scope. ES6 modules. With ES6, JavaScript introduced native support for modules. You can export variables, functions, or classes from one file and import them into another using export and import statements. Types of export. Named exports allow you to export multiple values. Default export allows you to export a single value from a module. Benefits of modules: code reusability, separation of concerns, avoids name clashes in the global scope, enables better dependency management. We have learnt about how to work with objects. The role and types of functions, differences between var, let, and const, the concept of modules in JavaScript. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you want more such videos, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. All the best for your coding journey. See you in the next video. Thank you, everyone.